morning, starting with some big breaking news at 9 o'clock. Your Atlanta Falcons parting ways with head coach Raheem Morris and general manager Terry Fontenot. I'm Sydney Stallworth.
And I'm Victor Williams. Let's go ahead and bring in Atlanta News First sports anchor Connor Hines. Connor, go ahead and break all of this down for us.
Yeah, not a necessarily surprising move, you guys, with the way these last few seasons have gone for the Atlanta Falcons. A couple moves that should not come as a surprise, considering this was the Falcons' 8th straight losing season. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reporting that the Falcons are once again clearing house, firing both head coach Raheem Morris and GM Terry Fontenot. Morris leaving Atlanta with an overall record of 16-18 after just 2 seasons in Atlanta. Only slightly surprising in the sense that the Falcons did finish the season on a 4-game win streak, as there became a growing feeling that Atlanta may give the head coach another season. Fontenot, meanwhile, Atlanta's general manager since 2021, he did not see a single winning season during his time in charge of the organization. Just massive shakeups and developments on both the sidelines and in the front office. Of course, we will have much more on this later tonight in our final edition of ANF Overtime Pro Edition, coming up at 11:25. Sydney.